And then, and then go back. No. Go back to your live. No, go to YouTube. And, okay. Cause I'm gonna delete that.
Which one?
Is that what we're doing right now?
This is what's happening right now.
Okay, send me the link.
Okay, it's the same one.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
You ready? Yeah. Oh my God. What is it so? Oh my God. I'm not behind. There. What happened? What happened? Okay. See, it says it's on there 115. Oh my God. Okay, well, they're in. Okay.
Maybe because they stopped the stream.
Turn your sound on. What does that say over there? Hover the line. No, hover. See? Oh, it's fine. Okay. Go ahead and see. What happened?
I don't know.
It's not the right mix.
Okay, that's
Thank you guys. I see you found the chat feature very well. I appreciate that. We'll get started here in like. Thank you guys. I see you found the chat feature
I think I need to hit your volume.
I'm loud. Okay.
So hit your what is that?
Okay, he says I'm really loud. Oh my gosh, see, I told you. Okay, should we say, or did you say all? Okay.
Should I
Let's
send
go
it
ahead
again?
and start.
Okay, let's start. So turn your volume down. Hi, welcome to Lizzie
and Susie's Easy Learning Live.
Watch it,
Learn it.
use it. All right. We
Just
are so excited you guys to have you here today. All right, so the way that this is going to work, we sent a link for the sign-in. So if you could please sign in, we saw that 7 people already signed in. Please do so. We will keep that link up for about 5 minutes. I will work on getting that back up right now because the chat is pretty active. So when we do that real quick, Susie's going to fill you in on a little bit more about how this will work.
Okay, so we are so glad you're in. Of course, you found that chat feature right away. There is about a 10-second or 5-second delay. So anything that we see on the chat, we'll get to that and we'll make comments to you. So how is the sound right now, everybody? Am I talking too loud? John said I was yelling at him. Didn't mean to.
I'm having a hard time hearing me, so I'm going to really work on enunciating and projecting.
So maybe, Lizzie, I just want to say that I did forget my microphone that I'm going to normally use with this, and so we would have it sitting here, so probably that'll help a little bit as well. So is it me okay and Lizzie's okay?
I think I'm the one that wrong.
Okay, you need to speak up then,
I'm
girl.
echo. So, okay. All right. So, okay. All right, so does
We're gonna
this
go
sound
on.
a little bit better when I get a little bit louder? Does that help?
Lizzie is crazy echo. I don't know why we're sitting here at the same time. Okay. We're just going to push it on through because we want to go ahead and go on with the lesson. So here we go.
All right, so what we're going to do today is we are going to work on in Padlet, and what we're going to do is we want to focus on student feedback and how you can help to increase that in your classroom by using the new commenting feature in Padlet.
Okay, and you know, this is so important. We want to help students and teachers grow while doing this. So this is a great new feature that is going to be wonderful for you to use in your classroom.
Okay, so some of the objectives that we're going to cover today, we want to enhance the learning experience, create a comfortable and relaxed atmosphere for students to be able to comment with one another, and also understand the importance of feedback. So, of course, decades and decades of research on how allowing students and peers to give each other feedback, how this has helped. It increases motivation. Your students have an authentic audience now. It's not just between you and them, it's the whole classroom.
That's right, Lizzie.
Yes. So also self-reflection is an important part of this because once students get that feedback, what do they do with it? And of course, increasing collaboration within your classroom as well. Okay. So just a little bit of data behind this as far as district-wide. This is coming from the Clarity Bright Lights. Right here we can see students were polled and asked if they were asked to receive feedback from others in their classroom. 50% of the students said that they did not. And then you can also see the numbers going across how many at least weekly. But this is just one of the quick little things that you can do in your classroom in order to increase student and peer feedback.
You know, great job on that, Lizzie. I think it's so important that, you know, it's great to know that kids aren't even offered that option. And so hopefully with this new feature in Padlet, you'll be able to do that. We know that it's also in Google Classroom. We have that comment feature, but this is a great way to do it as well since it's a new feature in Padlet.
So we're going to run through a few examples with you guys on this. All right, and please let me know if I am too low or too hard to hear. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is a secondary example, and it's a blog style Padlet. So we're going to go ahead and open that up and show that to you.
Just a comment on what Sharon said, the slide is too blurry. I think that was because that was a screenshot, and we'll fix that.
So as we go into Padlet here, here's an example from a middle school classroom. The students had to read a historical poem. They had to pull up some of the historical references and just talk about them. And then the students were able to comment on each other what they thought. So I thought this was a real good example right here with Gabby. She put in here her thoughts, and then the other students commented, oh, I never thought about that point of view. Oh, that's something new, never learned that. So, or didn't see it that way. So this is just one way to increase that communication within your classroom.
Thanks for helping me, mate. I love that. So great collaboration there. Lizzie is not understandable. Okay, it's okay. We'll get our microphone next time. So we're just going to keep on going through. This is a Padlet idea using poetry videos, and we're going to click on that, and you can see it. So this is a Padlet. Okay, we have okay. All right. So this is a Padlet idea on poetry, and we put in, and actually this one is in progress right now. I have a teacher using it, and the kids are watching these videos that are awesome poetry. They're readings by, some of them are stars and other people, and the kids, the direction was, how does it make you feel when you watch these poems? So this is a great feedback way of using Padlet as well. Our other example is, what are your thoughts? And this is a great way to use a Padlet to start off a unit, sort of like a KWL chart. And this one is from a teacher at GOM. This was a third grade teacher. And she asked these 4 questions, and look at the wonderful feedback that the kids gave. Now, notice that in Padlet, students don't have an account. I know in middle school that they could get it.
13 and up.
That's right. And on ours, it just says anonymous, but what the teacher asked the students to do is add their names, because they worked on this together. So they just added their names. So this is pretty cool. I love this. This was Miss Bullock at GOM. She did that one and shared that with me.
And just a little side note, whenever you use Padlet, if you're wanting to do something like with graphic organizers, like a traditional KWL or maybe a Venn diagram, you could use that as your background, go into freeform and kind of add those in.
Yeah, and have the kids just drag it into that area. Another example is, and this one I'm just starting right now, and it will be great after spring break, is to create questions. The students generate their own questions, and then the other students will answer those questions, and they're star questions. And I'm going to click over here to that Padlet. And the students wrote a question, and they are also, this one is just, like I said, just getting started. And it is one that a teacher put in her Google Classroom, and then we are sharing this with her buddy class at another campus. So this is really cool to use cross campuses, right? Okay.
Yes, so don't forget the power of that, using this online is that it's not just within your classroom, you can go beyond your classroom walls with it.
So another example is using Padlet as a Twitter wall and putting it in the stream layout. And, oops, I'm sorry about that. So now you see we use this for vocabulary words. Down here at the bottom, the teacher wrote a little list, and we call this #coolwords. And the students got to create their own hashtag, or not hashtag, but their own Twitter account name. And they had to write a sentence using a word from that vocabulary list and added it there. But then the comments came in to comment on the sentence that they created. Okay, and then one more is, this was just a fun one I did with some teachers called My Spring Break, and we sent it out. It's actually live right now for teachers that, there's some more that they added. And so people are commenting on each other on what they're doing for spring break. So, of course, the ideas are endless of how to use Padlet and the comment feature.
So, Susie, we did get a question from the audience. Aren't videos part of the premium feature on Padlet? So I think it's referring to that. This one where you have the YouTube videos that were in there for the poetry.
Okay, great question. These are YouTube videos, and it's just a link. So know that the way that I used it, no, it's not a premium feature. If you are going to upload your own videos created, if you didn't push them to YouTube, that would be a premium feature. I've not seen it be a premium feature though, but I just use the YouTube link, and that's just fine. That's a free feature in Padlet. Great question. Who was that from?
That was Matthew Patty.
Matthew Patty, thank you for that question. All right, so we are going to show you now how to go into Padlet and turn on this comment feature, which is extremely easy. So I'm already logged in, and of course you know, since you've been in iTeach, that you already should have an account, so I've already logged in. So I'm going to go ahead and make a Padlet, and we can give it a name. I'm just going to leave it my distinguished Padlet. And you know, this is bothering me, this allow button. It's just a thing. I don't know if it's Padlet, which it probably is, but just click it 2 times and you'll get rid of that. Now we're going to scroll down as we're creating our Padlet. And down at the bottom, right here is your comment feature turn on. So seriously, that's it. That's all you have to do. And if you have a Padlet that's already, you're using it, but you didn't turn on the comment feature, you can totally go back into the edit and do that. And I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to click next, and everything else is set the way that I want it, and I'm going to click next, and I'm ready to post. Yes.
Real quick, you didn't see the allow back window, so could you
Okay, of course. Oh, oops. I'm going to go to here. Right here. So I'm going to leave it on the screen just for a second. I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to turn it on. We're going to look and see how that looks. Okay, perfect.
We also got another question about turning on comments from the app.
Right, and we actually, thank you, Jeanette, for that. We were going to tackle that question a little bit later. Going to do it right now for you. That's a great question. On your Padlet, you cannot turn on the comment feature there. You can create your own Padlet from your iPad, but the comment little button is not there. So you have to create your Padlet with the comment part on your PC or computer, a laptop, and it will be there. Then the Padlet works great on your iPad for student use. So there we have our comments, and I'm going to click, type a little something, and click out. Notice right here, there is your comment feature. Now I'm actually going to keep that up for just a second, and I want to show you that if I go back over here to my comment and I click off, turn it off, I can turn off the comments. I also want to take a minute to remind you about digital citizenship, that this may be something you need to do if students aren't using it properly. We just want to encourage them to use this feature in the right way, and it's a great opportunity for you to talk about digital citizenship with them, and that you are able to turn it off as well. Also, if you didn't know, you can also go in and turn off the writing feature and let it just be a view-only Padlet. So after you're finished with the lesson in your Padlet, you can turn off all features and then it's just a view only.
And just a little side note on that, no matter how many times you think the kids hear about digital citizenship, proper feedback, and you're like, oh, they've heard that, they know that, it's always important to go over it. Don't forget, just keep going over it because they need to hear it over and over again.
Should be a daily thing, you know. Okay, so we are back here now. And we're actually going to let you practice on your own Padlet. We created one for you, and it's going to be a fun one. And it is using Padlet comment features talking about movies. We thought this would be a great way for you to practice, and we have just sent out the link for you. There it is. And if you click on it, you're only going to hear us, and you can be able to work on the Padlet. So we're going to be quiet for just a minute and let you make some comments on these movies. Tell us why you like or dislike a movie, and then comment on others' thoughts. We're going to do a little switchy changey here. La 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 da da da, it's musical chairs.
Oh, and there we go.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. We've already seen some come in. Oh, Matthew Patty, you had a little sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine. Y'all had a VW van, did you? Let us know. We switched places. Can you hear?
Yeah, how do I sound? Do I still sound muffled or does that sound better? We're just wondering if we need to get a mic set up or if it's just the position of where it is on the computer. If anyone gets a chance, go ahead and drop that in the chat.
Alvarez has, Albert has a comment about can you turn on the, I don't know why I said that. He had a comment about can you turn on the moderates, and yes, you can. You can actually, when you want to moderate, you can have it to where the post will not show until you release it. You can set it up to come to your email, and you can turn it on there. So it's very easy to do that. This is really exciting. You guys are great. We think this will be wonderful with the kids as well. They'll be very engaged.
Love all these comments, guys. Okay, and so now we're getting the comments that I sound good, but Susan sounds a little muffled. So we definitely know that we need to get a good microphone. It's our side microphone on our device. So if you do this, just know that if you're sharing this with someone, if you're closer to the mic, you're going to sound a lot better.
And I do apologize. I'm going to talk right there. I do apologize. I forgot my microphone. I just was going to go home, and then we just got nervous and didn't do it. So appreciate that. So what do you think about the comment feature? Do you like it? Oh, great job. Didn't see the allow block window. Wow, then I guess Arlene didn't see the allow block. I don't know. Are you all seeing the allow block when you went in? I don't know. It's kind of weird. So we'll look at that too with Padlet. I don't know. It may be us on our side. Okay.
Okay, all right, guys, so we're going to wrap up on that Padlet. Let's go ahead and come back to the YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and close out your Padlet comments. Thank y'all so much for participating in that. But we wanted you to get the chance to see that commenting feature in action and how it works. Great. So let's go ahead and open up the floor to any questions. Kind of go through and kind of see what's going on. All right, Amy mentioned she likes that the commenting feature helps to keep students focused and on task. Definitely.
If one, and Dana Bickley asked, if one student makes an inappropriate comment, can you as the Padlet owner delete that one comment? And that answer is yes, you can. The student can do it as well. These Padlets run through IP address. If you set it to be on write and they use one computer, then that
Padlet post will be, how do you say, with that IP address, they can go to another computer and they would not be able to edit it. They would only be able to edit on the computer or device that they used. But you as the teacher and the controller of the Padlet, absolutely, you can. You can just click the three dots. Oh, she's putting me up close. Hi.
Is that better? They were saying they couldn't hear
Oh,
me. So
couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry again about the microphone. But yes, you can delete a post for sure. Just go in there and there's three dots to click and delete. Okay, another question.
I think that's it, but we had some great sharing there on. No, it's my turn. Okay, so we had some great sharing there on proper peer feedback, like giving them prompts or even those sentence stems too. Those are great to use. We use that for ELL strategies, those kinds of things. But Amy, that was great right there. So that's definitely something you do want to focus on: proper peer feedback. How students should be giving it. You want to model it. You want to show it before you launch something like this with your kiddos. So
there is I'm going to talk loud. I saw a comment from Janet. She said that there were some teachers that used it as a faux Twitter account, and that students had to post as what was it? Did she say the perspective of a historical figure? Awesome! I love that idea.
Okay. All right.
What was that question? Can I book some time with you to learn YT Live?
YouTube Live.
YouTube Live. Yeah, we have just really. You go like that.
Here we go. All right, so yeah, we've learned a lot through this whole process of doing this. Now, normally right now we'd be wrapping it up. We'd be sending the teacher the sign out link so that they could sign out on the form that we're going to send in.
And we're actually going to do it right now. We want you to do it.
Just to practice because we're running through it. But we also kind of want to debrief with you guys what you liked about this, what you didn't like, any suggestions. I know one of the things, of course, is the audio. We need to work on that. The other part of this would be, Arlene, you said you couldn't see the commenting feature when we were allowing that, when we were opening that up. So that's definitely something that we want to look at. And please, any other suggestions or anything like that, please include them right here. We'll go ahead and debrief live right now. All right?
Yeah, debrief us, critique us, all you want, yeah. We would normally close down at this point, so we're just gonna debrief since everybody's on a device, so. Let me ask this, I know Michelle, I asked you to use it. I asked Michelle to use her iPad to do this, if anybody else did that. How did that work for you, Michelle?
That's gonna come in. Okay.
Move your TV icon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I was like that. And we could do it live, right?
Yeah.
How about right there? Does that work?
Move your TV icon. Do the hands-on part first, then show the examples after.
Bottom of the screen may be better, like right there.
Can you walk with it?
That. Maybe like that. And so we're like on the top. Lizzie's short.
I know.
We need to get her some
Sorry.
books or something on her chair.
Or maybe angle it another way. Okay, let's see. Your lower left or right is what they're saying. It's a party hat. Okay, Lorraine suggested that we do the hands-on part first and then share the examples after.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's a good
What do y'all think about that? Like, what are your thoughts on it? And I'm thinking the reason why is to give them the experience and the practice with it first and then more ideas.
Yeah, I think they get excited when they see the example first because they may not know what they're doing. They may not know what it looks like. So we probably will, examples first. There was another question over here I saw. Does this get curated? This will be curated want to do this too, that we could do like a whole YouTube channel just for coaches. Yay! And keep all of our training videos together. I thought that would be really cool. So if that is possible at some point, hello, if that is possible at some point to have a coach YouTube channel so that we could use it just for this purpose on our training videos, I think that would be cool. Yeah?
All right.
I like the video. Okay. Can't hear you, Susan. I'm so sorry. Hello. Hi. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, definitely mic will be something that we work on. Okay. Yeah, coach channel would be great because yes, YouTube Live is going to record this. It's going to save it on the YouTube channel so teachers can go back to later if they want to look at it or review it. So yeah, it'll be able to do that.
And the software that we're actually using when we started diving into this and deciding what we want to do, yeah, you can do it Google Hangout. You can just totally do it that way.
When you do the streaming events, it goes through Google Hangouts. So you can have guest speakers on there as well.
Yeah. I think one of the things that we really wanted is we wanted to have us in the bottom corner, you know, that you could see us live. I just think that's really kind of professional looking. I don't know, I like that. And so you couldn't do that with Google Hangouts. And yeah, and so we just got to looking, and what we chose as,
That's our working screen.
Yeah. And the transitions that we really liked that Google Hangout didn't offer. But what we're using is called OBS. And you want to say how that happened? I probably can't hear me.
I think what we did is we just kind of searched for it.
Yeah.
It was one of the suggested ones. There's a couple of different encoders that you could use, but this one was one that we saw right away that we could put our screen in the corner as we're working through and going through the slides. So we liked this one a lot. Pretty simple and basic.
Yeah, and we picked this training Padlet comment, just something very easy because we wanted it to be, that's the name of it, easy learning live, something quick. And we're hopefully going to do this in April. We're going to do one in April. And we're going to have sort of a focus group for teachers that we're going to select some teachers that we want. And then we're going to do a really to the public in May. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so we're going to get all these kinks out and make sure we don't forget our microphones.
Yeah.
And so yeah, any more questions coming in?
Okay. So we did get a suggestion for an objective slide, which we did have an objective slide, but we did not have an agenda. So
an agenda. Okay. I'm going to say this out there. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to talk loud. I'll pull it over here. What are you guys' thoughts about, say, you know, at Engagement Academy, that say teachers can't make it to the Engagement Academy? Maybe Lizzie and I could do an online training because, you know, somebody may be on a cruise that they really still want to be there, but maybe they want to stay at home and just see one little thing. I don't know. It's a thought that we were thinking about to incorporate this into the Engagement Academy. So what do you think about that?
Give it some more time.
I'll be on a cruise. Well, it really did. It was only like a 5-second delay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I think we're good. I think we got a lot of suggestions.
Okay, good.
And I think normally too, like the part about the wrap up. The part about the wrap up, we would have a wrap up as well too. I think I just got excited to start hearing what you guys thought about everything. So
Yeah.
okay. And we want to make it quick. Little set. Elizabeth just what she wrote right there in the chat. We wanted to make it quick. We wanted to do 4 to 4:30, 30 minutes where you can go in and grab it. And then also the fact that it's recorded, they can go to it later if they need to, and it's quick and simple tips and tricks that they can use to help them get started. And throughout, we're going to be telling them and get with your coaches, get with your coaches.
Also, don't forget, I'm going to send the sign out link one more time so that you're able to sign out because we are going to send this. This is going to be the proof that you attended this session. And all we're going to do is send the spreadsheet out to Carol Pett, our E-row, and she will take care of it and you'll have a credit for that. Did you do it? Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. Here comes the form again. Or you can scroll up in your chat. You'll see it there.
Oh, Sharon has a good question.
Okay.
No, we haven't submitted it through our time. No,
No.
we haven't.
But would we need to do that? Because, I mean, we just loaded it ourselves. It didn't ask for any.
I guess we need to ask our coaches.
It didn't ask us to, get admin permission or anything. It just loaded up and we went.
No, with teachers, Sharon asked if teachers needed it.
I got you.
Right.
Okay,
So the way, like, I have a teacher that does online tutoring, and so what she does is she does it through YouTube Live, but she does it the live session event.
That's a great
So that
idea,
goes through
Lizzie.
Hangouts.
Tell them that idea.
So that goes through Hangouts. So what this teacher does is she goes on and for about 30 minutes she does a YouTube live tutoring session with the kids. She kind of has some things that she wants to cover with them, but she lets them ask questions. And they ask the questions and she'll just respond and write back. And then they help each other out too in the chat. It works out really well. But what they do is they do the event. So when you go through the event, it opens it up in Google Hangouts. And that's how we're encouraging the teachers to use it.
Oh, check out what Matthew Patty said something like,
Right, it
the
doesn't.
chat feature. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good to know for when we're saying like so and so said this, so recapping and putting it in there.
Okay. All right. I think we're gonna close her down. We hope that you enjoyed this first draft session of Lizzie
And Susie.
Just me and Susie and Lizzie.
Easy Learning Live. Right?
Yeah.
We'll do it again. Okay. Thank you for watching Lizzie
And Susie's Easy Learning Live.
Watch it.
Learn it. Use it.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Where are we going for lunch?